This. Okay, everybody. Can y'all hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah? Okay, awesome. Okay, hey, I'm so glad that you're joining us for this Essential Oils for Children and Babies class. I hope that this is going to help you learn some really great ways to use essential oils for your littles. I made a couple of images to show you guys so that you can kind of have a visual to go along with. I'm super visual and I thought that might be helpful for you guys. So I am going to share my screen. Bear with me just 1 second. Okay, can y'all see it okay? I've got my screen up here. It shows essential oils for babies and children. And I just kind of want to talk a little bit about why we would use essential oils for our littles. Obviously, we've got a lot of great things with modern medicine, so I don't want to hate on that at all. But with oils, we've got, you know, kind of some medicine from nature, which is really helpful. I know a lot of families want solutions that are beyond the over-the-counters. And kind of going back to it doesn't have to be either or. I know a lot of, like Johns Hopkins specifically, and a lot of other modern healthcare providers are starting to do studies about essential oils, and they're kind of embracing them as viable options for supporting the body. So that's really exciting. And I know doTERRA partners with a lot of those, which is exciting. So I love that. Oils are also a simple solution for supporting your own health at home. You don't have to go to the doctor and get a prescription for them. You can just kind of access your little oil kit, and it's really affordable, just pennies per drop for safe and quick results. And I also want to mention there is a little tear pad sheet that is in the Facebook group that I posted. It's kind of got some notes for y'all. So if you want to download it and follow along, you sure can. It's also a great little reference for you to have on some of the oils we're going to talk about today, and even recipes and blends and ideas on ways to use those. So I want to make sure I mention that. And then I kind of just want to take a little side and talk about doTERRA specifically. I'm obviously speaking just about doTERRA when I'm discussing oils tonight. And the reason that doTERRA is so wonderful is they are certified pure therapeutic grade oils. So they are super pure. Every batch is tested. There's no artificial ingredients, fragrances, fillers. So they are super safe. And I wanted to kind of show you over here on the image where you can see the barcode, not the barcode, the SKU number on the bottom of these bottles. doTERRA has this sourcetoyou.com website where you can actually enter the SKU number of the bottle, and it will tell you the testing information on that batch of essential oil. And so I really love that there's that transparency with doTERRA. So you know what you're getting. And I love that the testing is also showing that, you know, every batch of peppermint is going to have the same effect. So there's no weird stuff in it. So that's one of the reasons I really love doTERRA. I also really love that they source their oils from where the oils are indigenously grown. So you see this little map, and, you know, it's showing you that grapefruit is in Florida, which totally makes sense. If you were to get grapefruit from Maine, it probably wouldn't taste as good as grapefruit from Florida. So it's kind of, I mean, any gardener knows that you want to source your plants, you know, from where they thrive the best. So I really love that doTERRA is really passionate about that. And then they have this co-impact sourcing where they're really giving back to and investing into these communities, often these third world communities, where they're sourcing the oils. So they're making sure there's safe living conditions and just really investing in those. So I think that's really impressive about doTERRA as a company. So I just wanted to mention those things before I jump back into the actual class part. But a lot of you newbies might be wondering, what is an essential oil, and isn't it just a fragrance? But actually, it's a natural aromatic compound from plant parts. They're typically pressed or steam distilled, so that makes them super, super concentrated. They're up to 70 times more potent than dried herbs. For example, 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So strong, so pure. I also love a lot of us are using herbs, for example, like cinnamon. We know that that's good for blood sugar stabilization. And so we've heard, doctors suggest, use cinnamon in your cooking. So a drop of cinnamon essential oil is going to be so much more potent than just sprinkling cinnamon on your breakfast cereal. So I love that it's concentrated that way. And then I want to jump in about essential oils in children, because I know that's what y'all are all here for. How do you use them for children? So aromatically is the first way to use them. Aromatic use is ideal for uplifting emotions, also respiratory support, and boosting the immune system. So I don't know if you can see here this thing next to the letter A, that's a diffuser. If some of you are like, what is that? That's a diffuser. And I'm going to show y'all. Whoops. I'm going to show you guys here. Let's see. I'm trying to move screens. So I wanted to show you guys some ways to diffuse. So you can just do a really easy palm inhale, where you are literally just putting a drop of oil on your hand, rubbing your hands together, and taking some deep breaths that way. I get my little girls to do that. I don't usually have them do the straight oil like this. I usually have them get one of the roller bottles that we'll talk about in a little bit, and I have them roll it on the palms of their little hands. And then they know to do this, and they know to keep it away from eyes. That's something else that is important. We don't want oils directly in contact with any mucous membranes, so eyes and nose are typically no-nos. So anyway, they rub them on their hands and they inhale, and that's awesome to have on the go, because I've got some mood managing oils that I need sometimes for toddlers. That's really helpful and important. The other way, obviously, to diffuse is with an actual diffuser. So I've got mine here. Mine is diffusing some lavender, and it's diffusing a blend that's called like a grounding blend. So I love this, and it's super easy to use. A lot of the kits come with these. I'll show you all that later, but it's just water, and you can do anywhere from 3 to 10 drops of oil. I usually like to do 3. And then you can kind of pick how long you want it to run. And these are amazing. I love to run one of these on my nightstand at night with some calming oils, and I do the same for some sleepy oils in my girls' room. So those are awesome. I have them kind of all over the place. So I wanted to show you those before I, showed some more visual for you, but I feel like that's a little helpful just to kind of see exactly how those are. So now that I've kind of given you just a little bit of an intro to how to use essential oils and kind of some basics, I want to share my top 5 favorite single oils, and then 2 blends that I think are awesome for kids. So the first one is lavender. Lavender's calming. It's great for restful sleep. It's great for, I like to use it for fever along the spine. It's perfect for skin. So any sort of like rashes or bug bites, lavender's really great topically that way. It also makes a really great bath soak. So a calming bath. This can be for babies as well. I like to make a spray. I use a little glass spray bottle, and I fill it with water, and I put a couple of drops of lavender, and it's a great, like a linen spray. Makes your sheets and pillows really have that calming lavender scent. And something I really love about lavender, I was reading about essential oils and emotions recently, and it was talking about how lavender actually causes your body to make serotonin. So you're actually making those calming hormones. So it's affecting your brain, but it's also affecting your body. So that's really great to know that that is actually, it's actually doing something. I think a lot of people think that essential oils are just an alternative to like scented candles or scented lotions and things like that. But these are actually affecting you, and in an amazing positive way. So lavender is kind of like a really big gun, awesome for children, awesome for babies. I love it a lot. Lemon is the next one I want to talk to you guys about. And lemon from doTERRA is from Italy. And the rinds are what are cold pressed. And lemon's an awesome oil for clearing the airways, so for breathing. It's also a really awesome goo gone, like a sticky goo remover. That goo gone stuff that you get from the store is so strong smelling. I do not know what kind of chemicals are in that, but I love that lemon is an alternative. I like to save jars. I'm like a glass jar hoarder. And so I like to peel the sticky label off with lemon oil. Lemon also makes a really great produce wash, by the way. That's not necessarily kid related, although that is important that you are washing produce for your children. But besides sticky stuff, lemon can remove gum. It can remove crayon. So those are definitely things to think about when you have kids at home. Spearmint. So spearmint is great for digestion and stomach upset. It also promotes kind of focus and a bright mood, like an uplifting mood. Spearmint is also helpful for respiratory issues. So diluting that and kind of rubbing a little bit on the chest, on the bottoms of the feet when your kid is congested, that's really great. Frankincense. Frankincense is from Somalia. And frankincense is one of the pricier oils. It is also incredible. It is, there's a saying, when in doubt, get your frankincense out. It's supposed to be just like the wonderful oil that will not cure, that's not the right word. It will help support you in many, many situations. So frankincense is amazing. It's also, the baby Jesus oil. So love that. It's really great for skin, irritated skin. It's also great for aging skin. It's also calming and often used in immune boosting blends. So it's really a big gun. It's really awesome. Let's see. Also clear breathing. That's another thing it's really great at doing. The other one I'm going to show you is Melaleuca. Melaleuca, we source it from Australia, and it is great for cleansing and rejuvenating the skin. It's also an antifungal, so I really like that aspect of it, especially for skin use. And it is a big immune booster. It's also really great for seasonal threats, which is kind of a tricky word for seasonal congestion and that sort of a thing. So Melaleuca is another big hitter and an awesome oil. And then I want to talk to you about this blend. On Guard is our protective blend. It is wild orange and clove and eucalyptus, and cinnamon and rosemary, and it's really kind of that Christmassy smell. It's really a nice smell. I love to diffuse it, but it's just the best for putting on the bottoms of feet. I have a friend who likes to put this on the bottom of her little kids' feet before they leave the house. Her little kids sit on the bottom of the steps and they hold out their feet before they put their little shoes on, and they put this on the bottoms of their feet for immune support. It's really great, especially during, cold season and times like that where you need an extra boost. So this one is a really great one for mamas to have. And then Digestin: ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, tarragon, fennel. It has a very strong licorice scent. The licorice and ginger is really strong in it. And that's awesome for tummies. It doesn't smell super amazing, but it works. I love to use this when I have an upset stomach, and I have used it For my girls, I like to put it in a roller bottle diluted with coconut oil and rub it right around their belly buttons. I also do it on the bottoms of their feet. Personally, for me, I've been known to put a drop on my tongue when I have an upset stomach. And so this one I really, really love. And then I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about the ways to use it more specifically, like kind of some recipe and blend ideas. So diffusing, we already talked about. It's making a microfine mist, as you can see, maybe you can see with my diffuser. And when you're diffusing, you're purifying the air. So the oils are actually, being diffused up into the air. So it's purifying the air, providing health benefits that way, but it's also smelling up your home without fragrance chemicals. I know a lot of study has come out recently about how terrible some of those air fresheners and plug-ins and even those odor eliminating sprays, I won't name brand names, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Those have so many terrible things that are not safe for us to really be smelling. And a lot of things that have the natural fragrance, or they're just called fragrance when you look at the back of an ingredient, there's nothing really to regulate that. So people can kind of hide lots of chemicals under the name fragrance, which is kind of scary. So especially if you have little kids and babies at home, you don't want to be spraying and air freshening or putting stuff in a plug-in with all those weird chemicals and artificial smells. So the diffusers are really great way to not only make your home smell amazing, but also get some added health benefits. So a great bedtime diffuser blend is lavender and orange. And orange is kind of awesome because it can kind of magnify, it's kind of chameleon-like. It can kind of magnify the lavender and be really calming. But if you mix the orange with peppermint, it will kind of go the direction of peppermint, which is enlivening and energizing. So it's kind of cool how it can kind of go both of those ways. Juniper berry is a great oil for nightmares. That is actually on my list to order this month. My oldest has been having lots of nightmares, and so I've been doing some research, and juniper berry applied to the big toe is supposed to be helpful, and I also think diffusing would be amazing as well. And then frankincense is another one that could be added into that diffuser blend for bedtime. The freshen up idea, you could kind of make your own little blend of one or all of lemon, orange, and spearmint. I know when you have really small ones at home, you probably have a diaper pail, or maybe you're potty training and you still have some smells, or maybe you just have a whole bunch of little sweaty, stinky kids and you need that room to be smelling fresher. Having one of these citrusy, minty blends will help kind of freshen up the air, purify the air, and make it smell a lot better. An under the weather blend that I really like is lemon and that On Guard that I talked about earlier, but also melaleuca or frankincense would be a good addition for an immune boosting diffuser blend. And then a calm and happy. So lavender and orange together are really nice by themselves. And that's a nice calming diffuser combo. And then kid roller remedies. So the roller balls, like we talked about, I love these. Happen to be my favorite way to use oils on my kiddos. So this is a 10 milliliter roller bottle, and I like to put just a few drops of oil. And I know I showed you all that dilution chart, and I can post that in the group page too, just for a reminder, but it's only a couple of drops. That's why I say this is really affordable. Even if you were to buy one of the more expensive bottles of oil, a 15 milliliter bottle has 250 drops. So that's really inexpensive when you break it down, especially per use. Like if you're only putting, let's say, 2 to 5 drops of oil max in here and filling the rest with fractionated coconut oil, this is a really affordable solution. So I love that about essential oils. I often hear people complain that essential oils are really expensive, and I think, well, they're not. They're not when you use them the right way. and we'll talk about that a little more later, but so some of these roller remedies, I had someone ask me recently about teething, and a really great roller blend would be lavender and chamomile, and it's just 1 drop of each, and you fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil and apply along the jawline. And in case you've not seen what one of these looks like, I mean, there's literally a little roller ball inside the bottle. Another great one is sleepy time. So lavender and cedarwood would be great on the feet and chest. The tummy tamer is peppermint and either ginger or lavender. I've also just done that digestin blend diluted. I really like that right on the stomach for my kiddos. A study time wake up blend. This is awesome for focus and concentration, trying to get those little ones to pay attention or maybe do some homework or even just listen. I know sometimes it depends on the kid personality, but I have one that is really difficult to wrangle. And so peppermint and orange are great together. And then rosemary as well to the chest and the back of the neck. And the back of the neck's a really good spot for oils that you're using for emotional support, or in this case, mental support, because it's literally the base of your head, your brain. So that's a good spot for that. And then an immune blend, you could do melaleuca and frankincense, since we know those are big immune heavy hitters. I also have done the On Guard that way onto the bottoms of feet. And then little ears. So basil is my favorite oil for earaches. I have heard about this for a long time, but I was not a believer, which sounds so terrible. I was not a believer until I had an earache myself. And I woke up in the middle of the night with the worst ear pain, and I had so much empathy for my kids, who get earaches here and there. And I got some of my basil essential oil. I put a couple of drops on a cotton ball and just kind of let those sit on the outer part of my ear. And then I rolled some around the ears. You never want to put them in your ears, but just around my ear and kind of down my neck. And my ears popped and drained and amazing. So I am never without basil for earaches. And anytime my kids are sniffly and congested, I know it's going to go to their ears. So I do the basil. I love the suggestion to pair that with lavender and melaleuca, because those are big immune boosters and germ fighters. So putting those 3 together for ears is just amazing. And then a breathe easy. So cypress or white fir, those are great for supporting and helping with congestion. And then lemon, which we know is a respiratory, and it's a respiratory helper and also a germ fighter. So putting those to the neck and temples, or even aching muscles and joints, is really going to support. And then calm child, lavender and orange, like we talked about earlier, and also vetiver. So vetiver is one of my very favorites personally for calming. And I love the suggestion to apply to chest and the backs of the knees. So those are some really great roller remedies for kids. And then I know I talked a little bit about sprays, especially lavender and water on the pillow for kiddos. That I love how they're calling this Monsters Be Gone to spray the room with. That's a really cute idea. Another suggestion is owie spray, lavender, melaleuca, frankincense, and you put that in a spray with the fractionated coconut oil, and you spray that for cuts and scrapes. So that can replace your antibacterial ointments, which we're learning more and more are not really that great for kiddos. So I love that this is a more natural, but actually, it actually works type of option. And then a fresh hand spray. So this is suggesting melaleuca and the coconut oil or aloe vera in a little spray bottle for hands. And I love that idea. I also love that On Guard blend. I've been doing this with my girls, where I get a little spray bottle and fill it up with water, and it's not a whole lot of drops. It's, just showing you here 10 drops. And I've even used less than that with the On Guard. And we use that instead of those really, those hand sanitizers that are antibacterial and are, we're learning more and more, are killing they're killing some of the gut microbiome. So they are not great for little bellies and little digestive systems. So this is an awesome alternative option. And then I also want to talk to you about the supplements that doTERRA has for kids. They've got an awesome vitamin. It's a chewable vitamin called the A to Z. I think it's a strawberry, I think it's either a watermelon or strawberry flavor. And it's formulated to go with the IQ Mega. And the IQ Mega is a fish oil, but it is wild orange flavored. So that's, of course, for healthy brain and cardiovascular and immune and joint system. So those kind of work as a pair together. And I love that doTERRA, their quality of supplements is really amazing. It's not just cheapy grocery store kid vitamins. This is not your Flintstone vitamin. So I love that they've got a really quality option. And then I think it was last year, just came out with this PB Assist Junior. This is their probiotic for kids. And my girls are loving it. It's supposed to be a probiotic powder that you can add to water or juice and have them drink it. My girls were not crazy about that option. What they love to do is cut the tops off and throw it back like a pixie stick, which cracks me up because they've never had pixie sticks, but they love these. And these are strawberry watermelon flavor. They would eat them all day long if I let them. It's kind of hard to limit them to one. That's how great they are. But we all know that probiotics are so important for, just helping the gut, helping the GI tract. And they're also important for brain and nervous system function, for the respiratory system. They're just really overall health, really, really important. So I love that doTERRA has that. Let's see, what else do I need to show you? So that is kind of the gist with what I wanted to show you. And I'm getting the message that says I only have 10 more minutes to talk to you. So I want to show you guys how you can get started with doTERRA. Let's see. I'm going to share a different screen with you guys. Hang on one second, and I'm going to find it for you. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I want to show you guys kind of how doTERRA works if you are unfamiliar. It basically, the way it works is like a Costco membership where you pay $35 and you have access to the wholesale prices, which is 25% off retail. You can purchase retail if you want to, but it really just makes the most sense to do it with the membership because 25% off is really, it's a really great deal. So that's an option. You can do the $35 membership and just kind of pick and choose the oils that you like. But I think the most cost-effective way to do it is starting with a kit. And the kits are great because it's kind of when you bundle, you save. And you'll see these little green dots here are showing you how much you're saving by bundling all these things together, which I think is really helpful. But I want to show you a couple of kits before our class ends. The first is this Family Essentials kit. It's the 5 milliliter bottles, and those are the small 85 drop bottles. And it's kind of these heavy hitters we talked about, the lavender, lemon, peppermint, melaleuca, oregano, frankincense. Deep Blue is a great oil for muscle and joint pain, especially for little kids who are growing really fast and have those pains in the night. doTERRA Breathe is a respiratory blend, and then the Digestin and the On Guard like we talked about. And this kit also comes with peppermint beadlets and the On Guard beadlets. So that's awesome. So when you get one of these kits, it waives the $35 fee for the wholesale pricing. So that's going to get you, that waives that fee, plus you're getting the $37 savings by getting this all bundled together. So it's a really great deal that way. And then these two kits I want to show you real quickly. The Home Essentials kit. Now this is, you can see it's more expensive than the one I just showed you, the Family Essentials, but these are the 5 milliliter bottles and these are the 15 milliliter bottles. So for not quite, this isn't twice the price, you're getting 2/3 more oil in the bottle. So that's 85 drops compared to 250 drops. And this one also comes with a diffuser, which is awesome. And especially for kids, I really recommend a diffuser. What else? This one, the Family Wellness, is awesome. These are all touch bottles, so they are pre-diluted, which is cool. And it comes with the Lifelong Vitality Supplement Pack. This is for adults, and this is our amazing supplement pack. And then it comes with the children's vitamins that I was talking about, the A to Z chewable and the probiotic powder. So this is another really great one. And then I want to show you, before I jump on here, this Home Essentials has the frankincense like we were talking about. And frankincense is one of the pricier oils. It's $93 retail. So the fact that you are bundling it, like you really are getting a good deal. Like this kit is showing you that you're saving $86 by putting all this together. So I wanted to make sure that y'all know that. And then the other thing I want to show you is if you do get one of these kits that's over 200 PV, you, until the end of June, which is this week, you will get the Immortelle. This is the anti-aging blend. They call it liquid Botox. You will get this oil for free. And it's incredible because it's frankincense. We already know that one's awesome and expensive as well. Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, which is a pricey one, helichrysum, which is also expensive, and rose, which you can't even buy. You have to earn it. So this is an incredible blend, not just for wrinkles for mama, but it's also, these are immune heavy hitters. So proactively, like I know one of the ladies on my doTERRA team page likes to use it in her underarms, because proactively, women are prone to all kinds of cell multiplication and growth and stuff like that there. So I want to make sure I tell you all about those. I'm also really big into supporting my oily family. So if you decide that you think, oh, I want to get started trying out some oils, let me know. If you join on one of these kits, you decide you want to try one of these kits, you want to experiment with oils, I like to send out a little box. Oh, I have one. I'm going to show it to you. I like to send out a little box of these roller bottles as a gift and a big bottle of the fractionated coconut oil to just kind of get you started so that you learn how to do it. And we've got a big Facebook support group where we post lots of blends and recipe ideas on how to use the oils, lots of great places to ask questions and share different sources. So the support is really great. You can buy oils, anywhere, but if you don't use them, you're not really getting the benefit. So the support has been really, really helpful in actually using your oils. So I just want to offer that. And if you are just kind of wanting to talk a little bit more, that's great. Let me know. I love to schedule little wellness calls. I like to do them over Zoom like this. And we can talk about, kind of what your wellness issues or goals are, or maybe, what your kid is dealing with and you're hoping to, work on. So let me know if you're interested in doing that. I'd love to support you any way I can. And so I'm going to stop the recording. And if anybody has questions before we get kicked off here, I would love to answer any of them.